Yeah, great YouTube, Captain Machine here, back for another video, and I wanted to thank everyone first of all for all the feedback I've got for the last video, my rant about how I'd fallen out with Games Workshop. I wanted to get a lot of that off my chest. I mean, the one thing I didn't really go into depth of was the RPG, because ultimately this channel I've got right now is an RPG channel. It might not stay that way, I might drift into other parts of geekdom, but ultimately at the moment I do RPGs, and the RPG mechanically doesn't work for me anymore. The idea that a starting character at the thing they're really good at only achieves success like 40% of the time is an anathema to game design completely. There is no way a starting character that does what he's supposed to be specialised in should be failing anywhere around 60% of the time. That's just ridiculous. So there is that. Anyway, I wanted to talk about what I'm looking forward to in the future, because I wanted a new game to call my own. I've got a fair few games up there. I've got Pathfinder, which we already know about, which is a great high fantasy system. It also uses a lot of the old D&D stuff, so some of the D&D stuff I will not be getting rid of. I'll be keeping all of it so I can use it with Pathfinder. I've got the New World of Darkness, which I'm trimming down a lot because I don't know anyone that plays it. I mean, literally, I don't know a single person that plays the darn thing. Everybody seems to want to go back to the old versions, the Onyx Path stuff. So I don't know whether I'm going to keep that or get rid of it. I have started putting some of the Vampire Requiem stuff on eBay because I just can't find anyone to play it with me right now. I know there are communities out there and there's cities out there and towns out there where people play this game to death. I wish them all the best luck, I really do. I don't begrudge anyone for having fun, especially with a game that's as well written as that. It's just I can't find anyone to play it, and it's kind of disappointing. I've got Savage Worlds, which is a fantastic little system. I love the pulp atmosphere I get from it. I love how basic and compatible it is. I can run Deadlands with it. I run Slaying Dishes with it. I run Ravenloft with it. I'm going to be running 40k with it come Furnace. I can run practically anything with it. I think I've even toyed with the idea of running MechWarrior with it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful game for that. There's my Werewolf down there. Werewolf is my baby. I'm never going to get rid of that, which is maybe something of a shame because I can't get people to play it. Although there is one game group that might be interested in it, so next time the conversation comes up of what shall we play, I might say, you know what, I haven't mentioned this in a while, but I've got Werewolf the Apocalypse, who wants to play that? And they might go, yeah, we're on for that. So I might be able to get some interest for that. There's the 40k stuff. I'm never running that game ever again. I'll play it if anyone else runs it, but I'm never running it ever again. I've had enough of that game. No way, no how. I've got my Call of Cthulhu. Call of Cthulhu is a beautiful game. And I'll admit... Sorry guys. I'll admit that when I was younger, when I first got into RPGs and I was playing with 2nd edition, drifting into 3rd edition of D&D, I didn't get Call of Cthulhu. I'd just come out of playing a lot of RuneQuest 2, RuneQuest 3, and I understood what I was reading because it used the same kind of stat system, but I didn't understand the point behind it, especially when I saw stats for things like Cthulhu and thinking, well, why would you bother statting this creature? You can't possibly kill it. And again, I didn't understand it at the time, and I think that's also the danger of when you have these big unbeatable baddies and giving it stats, because people will try to kill it. But it took me a while to figure out what Call of Cthulhu was all about. And you know what twigged me to it? Yogg-Sothoth.com and their Yogg's Radio production. I don't know what it was. It's something about that creepy intro they used to use where someone is screaming Yogg-Sothoth at the top of their lungs in a stormy night. Kind of like just sparked that imagination and went, I get it. I understand what Call of Cthulhu is about now. So there is that. I probably will never get rid of that to the extent I should do. I've got like by extension. I've also got things like I'm building the Britannica stuff, because I love the Britannica stuff that Cubicle 7's putting out right now. There's also the Delta Green, which I'm loving, that Pagan Publishing's putting out. I've got Ravenloft over there, which is a complete set bar one book, and I know I can find it. I know where it is. It's just massively overpriced for what it needs to be, especially because it's a book I don't actually need or will probably never use. So there is that. And then what else do I have down there? And that's pretty much it. I've just got the occasional ramblings of other things. There is this. Boom! That's the only clue you get into what that was. So, if you know what that is, comments down below, because I'm going to talk about that. That's a video. Definitely it's a video. Been talking to a friend of mine who does videos, actually. We're going to do a video together about it. It's going to be quite fun. So yeah, I am planning on doing some proper videos rather than just this vlogging stuff. Because as easy as this is to do, there's also a part of me that wants to go beyond this and actually do some full-on movie production stuff. And the only way to do that is to get off my arse and start doing the writing and start doing the filming and start doing the acting for it. But to get on back onto topic, 6 minutes into this video, I want a new game of choice. And I've been doing some soul searching and some looking, and I think I've figured out which one I want. Because I want a game I can call my own, I can invite my friends down and we can discover and learn together. And I think that game is Shadowrun. Now, SamOG, I think that's how you pronounce it, has been talking a lot about Shadowrun recently. I've been watching his videos, really loving them. I love the accent, by the way, I really do, guys. I really do love the accent. And basically, I want to get back into Shadowrun. I haven't played it in a long time. I love the setting. I love the fiction behind it. I love what they've done over the last few years, which has completely passed me by with the mission system, which is basically like a living campaign. And when I lean back, it changes colour. That's weird. That is very weird. I'm loving the fact that it's also the year of Shadowrun right now. The whole system, the whole thing is getting rejuvenated. There's the 5th edition of the RPG coming out, which apparently is going to fix a lot of the problems that 4th edition has in terms of things like character creation and the Matrix more particularly, and also giving adepts and mages something to do with all their money, which I kind of like the idea of. There's the card game coming out for it. There's a board game coming out, a miniatures game coming out for it. There is the new video game coming out, Shadowrun Returns, which I'm insanely looking forward to. I've got my pre-order for that. Good harebrained schemes. You might still be running at the point I've published this video. I'd love to see someone do a let's play of that within the community. If not, I might step up to the challenge myself and try if I can get this rig to actually do it for me. Looking forward to that idea because it looks like it's going to be one of those games that uses 2D trickery to make this perceived 3D world. I'm looking forward to that a lot. What else is there? As a side note, there's also the living card game, Netrunner, or Android Netrunner, which is basically a reimagining of the original Netrunner card game, which I loved quite a lot. I love the idea of the Netrunner card game. I may do a video about that at some point in the future. There's also some, if you type in Android Netrunner into YouTube, there's some really good videos put by Fantasy Flight themselves showing you how the game is played. So, might become a moot point. Maybe my opinion on the matter is moot, but you know, either way. So yeah, I think I'm going to get into Shadowrun. I think I'm going to talk about that at some point more in depth in the future. But yeah, that's some of my mental ramblings going on. Yeah. Thanks for your time, guys. Hope to do more videos in this room. Bye.